Good night, Olgeta, and welcome to House Home. As we all know, at the moment we are going through difficult and trying times here within the country and also for us here at EMTV. Therefore, I would like to remind us all to make sure to always wear our masks, to always sanitize simply by washing our hands with soap and water, and to always practice social distancing in public places. As you would have noticed in the previous episodes, we had a great number of people who appeared on our show to share with us their recipes. Therefore, on this cooking segment, we will be joining Mere from Shimura Lodge together with her team, who will be preparing a dish for us. Here it is.
Hi, I am Mere, and this is Sai, and on my right is Grace. Today, we gonna show or cook eggplant, and over here we all the ingredients are here. We have coconut here already grated and squeezed in there. We have lemon juice, salt, seasoning, onion, that's spring onion, and we have tomatoes. We have our eggplant here. We'll have to use the toothpick to poke because that will make it cook quickly. If you are in a rush or you are very hungry, you will have to do that. Poke, poke, poke with a toothpick. Okay, and now we will be ready to put it on the fire. Now the eggplant will go on the fire stove, or you can cook it outside in the open fire. If you have the firewood or whatever, you can cook it in your kitchen outside. Otherwise, if you don't, you can cook it on top of the stove. It will take 5 minutes or so, 3 to 5 minutes to cook on the stove. In Fiji, this is what we call baingani. Yeah, we have different sizes and color too. Some are green, some are yellow, and now we have purple. So that's what we're gonna do. Baingani or eggplant in the miti, in the coconut cream. When it's cooking, you will see that it will turn into, that purple will turn into brown or black. That means that it is cooked now. So it will take 5 minutes the most. That's why we put the toothpick so that it can cook fast. The steam will go inside and make it cook. There are other ways of cooking eggplant. You can just wash it, cut, and you can stir fry, or you can cook it curry. That's what we normally do in Fiji, curry. And this one we cooking today is eggplant or baingani miti. And it's a good meal too. For vegetarian, this is good. You can just cut it into half, fry it, or do what we are doing right now, preparing. So it's good for vegetarian people, those who don't want meat. They can just have this. So when you cook in the fire or cook it like this, you know, the smell, it's very nice smell. and you will enjoy it when you are out there or eating. You still can feel that smell, and the taste. It's different when you cook it or outside there in the open. It's very nice. Okay, now it's ready to be, it's cooked now. So we'll put it in the bowl of water, cold water. Yeah. Then we will peel the skin, all the black and the brown. Put in the water, it is easier to peel, take out the skin. So that's what we are doing now, to peel all that. Okay, now you can see that the eggplant is ready after cleaning it. Now we gonna shred. Get a fork and can strip it. Shredded, yeah, something like that. Yes. It's very nice and clean after putting it in the water. All that black and brown already gone, the skin. So now it's been shredded. Yes. Shredding time now. It's very easy and fast when you cook it on the fire. Only 5 minutes the most, and it's yeah, as you look, it's nice and tender, and also the color, texture. Now we are okay. Now our eggplant is already shredded. We'll put on the onion now. Chop onions in, and tomatoes goes into the eggplant, and a little bit of salt goes in. Yeah. And your seasoning in, it goes, and lemon, next one, yeah, that's about how many? 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then you mix it all together. This is just a simple menu that you can enjoy. The next will be the coconut, pure coconut. It'll go in. Oh yes, looks yummy now. Don't forget, that's concentrated, pure coconut, fresh ones. Okay, and the last one will be your spring onion to garnish. Yeah, a little bit on top. Yes, now we have our meaty eggplant or baingani ready now. I hope you will try it home and enjoy. It is bye-bye from us now. Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mer, for that lovely dish. Now, for those of you who are interested in regards to the location of Shimura Lodge, they are located opposite Ritterflin Court here within Boroko. And they offer delicious buffet meals during the week on Wednesdays and Fridays. For now, we go to our first break, and when we return, we join Theresa from Las Kona Sales. Welcome back. For those of you who have just joined, you are watching House and Home. But before we get into our quick stitch segment, a quick sewing fact for you. Did you know that sewing is one of the oldest textile arts? Yes, it dates back to the Paleolithic era. Here is Theresa from Las Kona Sales.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again on Quick Stitch. I'm Theresa from Las Kona Sales. This time on Quick Stitch, I'll be showing you how to make a car seat organizer. So this project is very easy to make and you can use it to organize stuff in your car. So let's see what we're going to use for this project. So this project, you're going to need strips. So as you can see, I've already cut out my strips. You can also use bias binding tape. Okay, this is 2 inches in width. So we're going to use 4 strips. This floral fabric will be for the pockets. So this is 6 inches by 19 inch. And this piece is 8 inches by 15 inch. Also, the main pieces are the plain fabric. We're going to use, these are 2 pieces. One would be for the front and one for the back. So the first thing to do, we're going to sew these straps in. This will be for the straps of that to hold it up on the car seat. So once we've done with the straps, we're going to sew the bias binding strap onto the pocket, the edge of the top of the pocket. Folding over this piece. And just fold the edge in and then sew again. So this is for the bottom pocket of the organizer. Okay, now we move on to the next pocket. So this pocket now, so and the same thing we did here, we're going to do on the other piece as well for the pocket. So for this piece, we're gonna, after we're done sewing this bit, we're gonna run the elastic. We're gonna run the elastic through this bit, so that it will cause gathering in this piece. So this is what we've just done. Now we're going to run, this is the longer piece that we're going to use for the pockets. So we're going to run elastic through so that it will be gathered and then it will fit onto the main piece. The piece that you've just sewn, you can thread it through using a safety pin. You can secure the elastic by stitching along the edge. Once we're done with that, we can move on to sewing the pockets onto the main piece. So this is one piece of the fabric. So we're going to attach the shorter pocket on the bottom, but this is the wider pocket, so it will be at the bottom. This is the more narrow one, but it's longer, so it will be at the top. Okay, we can just sew along to join the pocket onto the main piece. So for this piece, I've marked the center of this piece so that I'll stitch up this one to separate the pocket so that we have two separate pockets for this part. To attach the second piece, this is the longer piece. It's much longer than the main piece, so we will have to mark the center of this piece. Then we're going to do a pleat, a pleat in the center so that it will give a more bulky look to the pocket. So once you've taken the center of this, you can measure 2 inches out. Because this is 19 and this is 15 inches, we have 4 extra inches. So we can take in 2 inches on this side to create the pleat, and also 2 inches on that side. We fold in so that it will look more bulky, the pocket. So it will look something like this. So now we can just pin. For now we can pin 2 inches in, pin on both sides, and then sew along this to attach this piece onto the main fabric. Okay. We leave a 6-inch opening, so we're going to use the opening to flip organizer right side out. And this is our simple car seat organizer. Join me again next time on Quick Stitch. Bye.
Thank you, Theresa and Lisa. Now we go for a short break, and when we return, we meet up with Charles Kogia from Chucky's Street Barber. Welcome back to House and Home. Charles Kogia is a young man who is from Milne Bay and Central. He started his business during the first lockdown last year. Here he is with his story.
My name is Charles Hogan. I'm from Milne Bay and Central. I'm known as Chucky. I created my Facebook page as Chucky's Ministry Barber. I became a barber because of my dad, and also my aunt is a hairdresser also. So By seeing them, that inspired me to become one of a Baba. I was recently with the OFW, One Forever More Wellness, just down here behind Hedaran office. So I was working there, but because of this lockdown, and I left. I left and I started here by myself in the house. I see 7 to 8 customers a day. During the weekends, it's very busy. Okay, now I'm using this is the house, the black machine I'm using. This one, this is the popular haircut that all boys used to do. The screens on top and then you fade the sides. So right now I'm using the 2 inch to lower the sides. After I was done with 2 inch, now I'm using the 1 inch. This is where the faded part comes. Okay, I'm using the 2 inch, but I'm going with the hair. You go with the hair, it brings a better level on the head with 2 inch. If you go against them, it's gonna take it right too low. Yeah. This one is the hair duster, which I'm removing the excess from his face and ears and neck. So I'm using the zero wings. The zero wings is used to do the linings in front, just to get the head shape of his face. Okay, this is the 1.5 inch. I left to use it to just remove this excess hair over here. To do the fadings more standard. The fadings on the hair. Okay, we are done here. I'll just have to do the linings on the edges of this hair. So this is where I use the interlock. This one. This is the interlock. So I have to get rid of the old blade from the previous customer and use the new one. My blades, I always change them after, like, one customer is to one. So after I do a customer's hair, I change it and use a new one for a new customer again. I use the red one for fading, doing zero fades, and the black one is to do the 1 inch. I always use this to do the low fades, just to make it look more neater. After the EMTV online, I had lots of customers coming from far as Geru, Sabama, and countryside, Bluffing. So they always come like every after 2 weeks as a regular customer. Okay, there you go. This is what I've done. That's the finished product of the standard Chucky's mini street barber shop. They always say the Vikings. So yeah, that's what they always describe me as, the Vikings, as Ragnar. So yeah.
Now, viewers, if you are looking for an affordable place for a haircut, you may visit Charles at Gordon's or also by contacting him through the contact details which are appearing on your screen now. Now we go for a short break, but do not go away, as when we return, we visit the depot at Tohuhava town. Welcome back. You are watching House and Home. Now, viewers, have you heard of Tohuhava town? My team and I recently visited the depot at Tohuhava town, a great place to visit with family and friends. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Rovina and I'm the Business Development Manager for Tohuhava. Welcome to Tohuhava town. The depot has been in operation for over 3 years now. It was opened late 2018. Tohuhava town is located along the Napa Road. If you drive up the Napa Road, you drive in where the Poribada Junction is. There's a new total service station along the Napa Road. You take the left turn in and then you drive up straight. We share the same entrance with Roads PNG. That's right opposite Agility. We basically sell modern Western food basically every day. We have barbecue nights on Saturday. We have teams for the barbecue nights. Sometimes it's Italian or German, different teams every Saturday night for our barbecue. We have a conference room facility that can host up to 36 people. Our conference room rates are as low as 600 kina per day. The cost covers morning and afternoon tea, projector, conference pen and pad, Wi-Fi, etc. We also have accommodations for long stay or businesses along Napa Road. We have residential properties for rent. We offer studio apartments, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom houses. We also have accommodation for short or long stay. We have donga units that are going for 250 kina per night. If you are looking for a place to hang out during the weekend, you can check out our dongas as well. We also offer venues for functions, birthday, Christmas party, etc. Our venue is free. You only pay for the catering service that we will provide. We're located out of Port Moresby. We have a really big dining area, and our restaurant is overlooking a nice scenery. You can enjoy the beautiful view out here. We also have other facilities like swimming pool, a 25-meter lap pool that will be open to public soon. These are some of the features that are unique for us here. We have a private beach, but we are not open to public as yet because we do not have proper facilities at the beach. We will be open to public in the near future when we have proper beach facilities like toilets and stuff like that. At the moment, the beach is only accessible to the residents, people who are residing here at Tohuhava town. The depot is open for public, so you can visit anytime. We are open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays. That's from Sunday to Thursday, and from Friday to Saturday we are open at 8 to 11 p.m. in the night.
Thank you so much, Ravina and your team. Please don't go anywhere as we have more after the break. Welcome back. On our gardening segment, we will once again be joined by Mrs. Queenie from Gloria's Kona, who operates her business out from Hohola. She will be sharing with us some of the challenges faced in cultivating her plants, especially after her move from Rabaul to the nation's capital. Here she is with her story.
My name is Gloria Queenie, and this is my husband, Chris Queenie. We are running a small business. It's flower pot making. The flower pot is my husband's initiative. He started it, and now every one of us, we are helping him to do the flower pot.
I started thinking about something to make my home very beautiful. So when we had the first lockdown, most of us, we didn't go to work and all that and nothing to do. So I started going into YouTube, watching videos and all that to get some ideas. So I started doing it. But the first pots that I did never come out as I wanted. And as you can see, we put them as just for us at home. These pot plants are made of cement, which is very strong. It's lasting. You can actually carry it. It's not heavy. Even if you drop it, it won't break. You can use it for your plants. Also, put water in it as storage for water, if on request for us to make. The other thing made me to help my boys in the house do something worthwhile while staying in the house.
To keep them busy during the day, with their help, it's possible for my husband to, so he can't do it by himself. So
when people placing order, it takes 2 days. So the second day we do the painting and then we do the deliveries.
yeah, the price ranges from 5 kina to 60 kina. So it depends on the size of the flower pot. So if you're interested in buying, that's the price range right there. Yeah.
Okay, viewers, if you're thinking of beautifying your place, your home in the city, you can contact us on the number on the screen. And also go to our page to make your order. We can do deliveries for free.
Thank you so much, Gloria from Gloria's Kona. Please stay with us as up next we have PNG Color and Style.
Viewers, we are here at PNG Color and Style, and to talk to us about fashion tips, we have Margaret Ayla, who is the owner. Hi Margaret, thank you for having us.
I'm happy to share some fashion tips with you, and should you have any questions in relation to what we're discussing, then please call us. Yeah.
So Margaret, as an individual, how would you describe fashion?
Fashion is what is trending, like at the time. Like now in PNG, I think the Mary blouses are trending. But when you take a garment or that is trending or in fashion, everyone say we're wearing this because that's what's in fashion, and make it your own. How do you accessorize it? Make it different so that it's you and you're not like everybody else wearing the same. Then it is putting your own style to it. So yes, garments can be in fashion, but if you want to make it your own, you don't want to look like everybody else. So you buy the garment, but how you accessorize it, what bag do you carry with it, what necklace do you put with it, or what earrings do you wear with it, that makes it you, rather than what's in fashion with everybody else. That makes you stand out, and then you presenting yourself with your own style. In my experience and what I've seen is that a lot of us like to wear black shirt, black in PNG, or internationally too. Black is very popular. Black in color and style, black makes us look older. Yes, it has its advantages. You know, it's slimming, it's easy to care for, it's readily available. But it does, if you wear black, like keep it away from your portrait area, which is also face blue, you mean, because it for us it makes us look older, or not just for us. Anyone who's wearing black all the time makes you look older. It puts a shade under your chin. So if you're wearing black, keep it away from your face. You can wear one of your accent colors, one of the colors that make you look, brings you out, and black can be on the side. For ladies, you can wear your black skirts, but wear a top that goes with your black. Yeah, a top that's that's a colored top that goes with your skin tone, which will keep the black away from your portrait area. In color as well, when you're wearing the top, to make sure that the color harmonizes with your skin tone. Sometimes we wear tops or dresses that are too bright for us. So when you go shopping, for example, if you go to Jack's, they've got nice fitting rooms in there. You take the garment into the fitting room, and just at a blink of an eyelid, put the garment under your chin. And at a blink of an eyelid, see if your eye is drawn to the garment, then the garment is too bright for you. It's not singing with your skin tone. I'm not still on them skin tone, will you? Yeah. Another is for us, like short people. For me, I used to wear horizontal printed garments, which made me look shorter because I am a short person. Now I avoid wearing prints on garments that are horizontal. So I try my best to wear vertical garments that have vertical prints, which gives an illusion of me, I'm tall, but actually I'm quite short. So if you're like me and you're a short person, then avoid wearing horizontal lines in your garments, whether it's a skirt or a shirt, and go for the vertical printed garments. This is a color wheel. I know that my friends at Nivan Tailoring have been selling them as well. I've sold them before. What a color wheel does is it helps you how to match what you've got in your wardrobe. So if you're, for example, not sure what to wear with you have a red dress and you're not sure what to what accessories to wear with it. Then the color wheel helps you to make those decisions. So you don't go out and buy new accessories. You may already have them in your house. The color wheel just helps you to find out, okay, I have this blue dress or blue garment, and what would go with it. So you spin the dial on this to blue, and then it tells you it's already got the arrows there. Colors that sit directly opposite each other are complementary colors. And then if you want to accessorize with other, you can go out to what they call a split complementary. So you can match blue with the color that sits opposite it, which is orange, and with blue-green and blue-violet. So it's not just the plain, two straight colors. You can accessorize it with other things. So it can be in a scarf, it can be in your bag, it can be in your shoes or your necklace, things like that. Yeah, a complementary color is that. Yep. And then split complementary are where the other two arrows are pointing. Okay. Yep. And then if you don't have anything in those colors and then you want to, I've got something more violet green, then you go out and follow those. You go out to the wider triangle. Also, the color wheel helps those who are in floral arrangements. It helps you how to arrange your flowers, or those in painting, they use in art, who do art, they use color wheels as well. So its use is diverse. Yeah. So, yeah. For the ladies, sometimes you see someone wearing like a lot of accessories. Think about where you're going, the event or the day, what you're going to be doing that day, and dress for the occasion. Sometimes you see people with lots of angles and lots of stuff on their hair, and it's like plenty. Less is more. It makes you look more elegant. So think about where you're going and dress for that. For the ladies who are in corporate, they dress for work, and if they go into a cocktail party, then obviously they will know that they're going to a cocktail do after. Well, now with COVID upon us, it's different. But think of where you're going to go immediately after work. So you can maybe take a jacket or a scarf or a piece of jewelry, in your bag to work, and then after work, before you go to your event, just change that, put on that necklace, or put on that shawl, or put on that jacket for the occasion. Yeah. So you don't have to rush home and then rush back. Because I've been doing the color and style, when I see my clients, I know I have an idea of what color of fabric would suit them. If they want a consultation, then we will do a color and style consultation, and it's for men and women men and women. Sorry, yeah. So it's not just all Mary. Mantu got style. Mantu wants to look good, So we do consultation for men as well. But yeah, when we look at our clients, we know now, like what color would suit them.
Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Haus Home. If you would like to know more in regards to anything that was showed on this episode, please contact us through the contact details which are appearing on your screen now. Until next time, I shall see you right here on your number one to watch.